How can the Russians be sure that NATO never enters what will remain of Ukraine once the hostilities are concluded?
Well, they can never be sure of that. And that's why they will go to great lengths to make sure that Ukraine is as weak as possible and as dysfunctional as possible. It's why they will go to great lengths to sow dissension among European countries regarding relations with both Ukraine and Russia. And it's why they'll go to great lengths, this is the Russians, to sow dissension between the Europeans and the Americans. They'll do everything they can to wreck NATO. And by the way, this war has done great damage to NATO. But there are going to be poisonous relations between Russia on one side and the West and Ukraine on the other side for as far as the eye can see. And because of the possibility that you raise, which is NATO eventually bringing Ukraine into the alliance, the Russians will be incentivized to go to great lengths to make sure that doesn't happen. And they'll do that by going after the West and going after transatlantic relations and going after relations between Ukraine and both the United States and the Europeans.
Is President Putin correct to be fearful of NATO, or is NATO now toothless?
Well, it's not toothless and it's been greatly weakened, but the fact is he's still engaged as we speak in a bitter war with Ukraine and the West. If this was a war simply between Ukraine and Russia, it would have been won long ago by the Russians. The reason that Ukraine has been able to hang in the fight is because of all the support that it's gotten from the West. So the fact is that NATO is still alive, it's still engaged in this fight, and it's causing Putin enormous problems. Putin would have liked to have ended this war years ago. And the fact that it's still going on is not something I'm sure he's happy about. And the reason it's still going on, as I said, is in large part because the Europeans and the Americans continue to back Ukraine.